Really been working on trying to get my throttle control under control. This thing is still a very jerky throttle in the low gears, especially in its initial open. If you hit it too hard, it literally will fucking punch you off. Definitely practicing my staying forward while I engage. Attempting to lean back when I am braking. Working on body position. Hand position, throttle control. Also trying to practice my local area a bit. Keeping off of some of the larger highways, definitely not taking the eye. But at least my surface streets. I'm gonna head up to Markham Woods again today. See how that goes. Now that was my best stop yet. Hopefully we can keep that going. Now, aside from I-4, this is one of the busiest roads, and it stays busy for quite a distance. If you're ever in this area, always try to avoid this if you can. And between the restaurants, the stores, you just can't get away from terrible drivers. It's also a tourist town. As you can see in front of me, there is a Texas license plate, so you just never know, and none of them do either, what the real situation is. Guess I must have been in second. Before I got it all the way down to first, but okay. It is what it is. It still worked. A little chuggy, but not the end of the world. Somebody lost their lunch, literally. Sun's warm, but the wind is cold, and that is so nice. Still dreading summer, but I am committed to motorcycle motion. I think I may still make the Corona run today. I think that little Office Park area road is nice and twisty, and it is nice staying out in the Markham Woods area. It just doesn't have a lot of twists. Absolutely brilliant day today. No question. did buy my new chin mount. Can't wait to get that in. Have this thing stop ripping off the top of my head. I mean, I like the angle, but the aerodynamics of it are just trash. Absolute trash. We'll say my stops today have been pretty good. I'm really liking that. You know, I'd love to be able to do more of the total control stuff. Keep a lot of wear off the brake, wear off the clutch. But when it comes to slow speed stops so far, I'm still just trying to get that idea of a little bit of friction zone, a lot of rear brake, and some throttle. It's just my throttle is so twitchy, just so twitchy. And it's hard. It's hard to find that sweet spot with this thing. I do wonder if other bikes do not experience that level of just get up with no mid-ground, no gray area. Like, this thing is on or off. And again, obviously today is a day for bikers, and biker waves, one of my favorite things on the bike. Love the freedom, love the breeze, love the camaraderie though. Never met you, don't know you, don't know the first thing about you, but we could share in a wave as we pass by at high speed. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I was explaining this to my girlfriend the other night about how the closest I've ever been to this is that idea when I used to play in bands and used to play shows out. And you'd go to the show and there's just so much camaraderie and brotherhood. And most people don't even know your name. Most people are so drunk they'll never remember your name, but they recognize your face. You can get a hug from anybody. It's just awesome. There isn't enough connection in the world, or enough common ground to find connection. And when I can find something like that now, at this age, I don't play in bands anymore. There's just not a lot of options where I'm at for an old head. A lot of the people are just so much younger. It's also a big time investment. Currently, my time is investing into this. I absolutely love this. There's nothing wrong with being a showman. I think I'm good at it. I never heard many complaints anyways. But the idea that you can just get out, not be around anybody, but still have that sense of community. Incredible. Perfect for a guy who has severe social anxiety anymore. The most extroverted introvert, now just introverted all the way. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. People put too much stock into being out there. I have a support system. I have great friends. And who knows, maybe through this motorcycle journey I'll meet some even better one, or some new ones. Nobody's better than anyone. Everyone is equal. Everyone will bring and take something from my life that I did not have before or did not know I needed. And I will appreciate them all for their own contribution. Oh, it's too nice. Too nice to be inside. Stuck working that 9 to 5 grind. Also still working on building up my nighttime confidence so that I can get more hours for riding. It's currently, I can only really ride on my lunch breaks if I want to ride in the daylight. Yeah, the Kawasaki Vulcan S650. It may not be the torquiest, the fastest, but it is mine. It's my first bike. It's got all the torque and power that I need as a new rider. I don't feel like I'm gonna need to upsize anytime soon. There are wants. There are always wants. This is a want. I have no illusions about that. I'd love to be able to replace my truck with this, but I can't. You still need to be able to tow things. Still need to be able to go Costco shopping. Really hard to get all those wholesale goods on the back of the bike. Especially since I don't have any luggage yet. First things first though, before anything, I got to replace the tires. They are so old. So old. How did I stall that? Bike is a 2015. Bought it used from a dealership over in Daytona. Only had about 4,500 miles on it. And I knew it was the one. That color, that look, that already pre-existing windscreen. Not that I need it to yet. I haven't been buffeted so hard that I got knocked off this thing, because there's just, I've gotten on I-4 for about a split second, and that was about all I needed. Realize I still got a long way to go. I need to get the fundamentals before I'm out there doing highway speeds. I will say, it got up to a questionable speed level before I realized it. So it's important to pay attention. I'm also still not sure. Sometimes I feel like the speedometer on this thing is accurate, and then sometimes I feel like it's 4 or 5 under. It's just, I cannot tell. Too many of the those flashing mile-per-hour speed signs just aren't accurate. Some are close to my speedo, some are 4 or 5 off. I just don't know who's right. No, look at these poor, angry-ass people behind me. White privilege on display if I've ever seen it. So angry with their privilege. Not that I'm not privileged or white, but I am not angry, especially not on the bike. Never on the bike. Well, I've already taken a couple of spills, a couple of thrills. I just get back up, get back on. Not a problem. Had one good scrape up my leg the other night, trying to practice some parking lot stuff in the dark. I don't think the dark was the problem though. I think I was just lacking some fundamentals.